今天讨论大般若经第61品，多问不二品。第一段，方便善巧 skillful means. At that time, Senior Subhuti asked the Buddha, what honor those great awakened have achieved such skillful means? How long has it been since they have started practicing? Buddha said, Subhuti, it has been countless hundreds, thousands, billions, millions, eons since this great awakened have started practicing.
这个声音是不是小了一点？其他人都听得见吗？
能听见，声音不小。
OK，
我这边。
好，第二段，供养诸佛 ，offerings to all Buddha. Senior Subhuti asked the Buddha again, what honor those great awakened have achieved such skillful means? How many Buddhas have they been close and made offerings to? Buddha said, Subhuti, these great awakened have been close to and made offerings to Ganges River Sands Buddhas. Senior Subhuti asked Buddha again, what honor these great awakened have achieved such skillful means? How many good rules have they cultivated? Buddha said, Subhuti, this great awakened since started to practice, there have been no comprehensive giving that they do not perfect and diligently practice and study. There have been no comprehensive precepts that they do not perfect and diligently practice and study. There have been no comprehensive enduring that they do not perfect and diligently practice and study. There have been no comprehensive devoting that they do not perfect and diligently practice and study. There have been no comprehensive silence observing that they do not perfect and diligently practice and study. There have been no comprehensive wisdom that they do not perfect and diligently practice and study. 或者公式过去。
你这边所有的圆满都翻成 perfect 啊。圆满跟 perfect 的意义好像有点不太一样。
同意老师的意见。
perfect 是这个很完美了，而圆满的话，它是一个动词，它是去达到了这个圆满的境界。
对，
是不是这个啊？对，
同意老师的意见。一般都是圆满、精勤、修习，它是个动词，用 complete 完成、圆满、实现。
再想一下，好吧？他这边是动词
complete 可以
啊，
不过 complete 没有很圆满，是不是？就是完成。
不是 complete， 就是它本身那个英文意思，你去查一下词条，就是使圆满的意思。使圆满就是已经完成了。这个都好像在我来说，因为我经常原来翻译佛那什么，它都是好像就没有争议的了。你可能接触这个佛学翻译是，我不知道你以前是做什么的啊，反正我一直是这个好像都是习以为常的。
查一下，不要再扯，好吧？往下。第5段。
好，等我把这个改了。第5段 cultivated and achieved. Subhuti, this great awakened since started to practice. They have cultivated and perfected above mentioned such good rules and have achieved such skillful means from this constant condition. Since Senior Subhuti asked Buddha again, what honor this great awakened has achieved such skillful means? It is very rare. Subhuti should know, such as the sun and the moon, circling and shining the great 4 states boundaries, doing great deeds. All of those sentient or non-sentient beings are all following its light forces and achieve their own deeds. the same as the comprehensive wisdom, which shine over the other 5 comprehensive practices. The great deeds, comprehensive giving, and the rest comprehensive practices are following the comprehensive wisdom forces and achieve their own deeds. Subhuti should know, comprehensive giving and the rest comprehensive practices are subsumed by comprehensive wisdom. That's why they get to be named comprehensive practices. If away from comprehensive wisdom, the comprehensive giving and the rest comprehensive practices cannot be named comprehensive practices. Subhuti, comprehensive practice and all dharma, their self-nature is dull. Cannot do anything, is false and not real, kung with nothing, not free, such as scorching sun and vapor, light shadow, water moon, mirror image, and the rest. There is no real self-identity that could differentiate and function. At that time, Senior Subhuti asked the Buddha, what owner, if all dharma self-nature is kung, how could you say that great awakening will achieve ultimate perfect enlightenment by diligently practicing and studying Liu Du? Buddha said, Subhuti, those great awakened, when they diligently practice and study the 6 comprehensive wisdoms, always think like this. Worldly sentient beings, their minds are always upside down, drawn in the living and death sufferings, not be liberated by themselves. If I do not practice comprehensive skillful means, then I cannot liberate their living and death sufferings. I should, for those sentient beings, diligently practice and study comprehensive Liu Du. Subhuti, after this great awakening thought about this, they gave all their inner and outer staffs for the sentient beings. Afterwards, they think again this way. I did not give anything. Why? This inner and outer staffs, their self-nature is kung. They don't belong to me. There's nothing to give. Subhuti, this great awakening, due to observing and practicing comprehensive giving this way, they will quickly fully achieve the ultimate perfect enlightenment. Subhuti, this great awakening, they do not break precepts for sentient beings. Why? This great awakening always think like this. I, for sentient beings, seek going to ultimate perfect enlightenment. If I kill lives, take without permission, do evil desired deeds, then it is wrong. If I lie and boast, sow discord, use foul languages, use bad words, then it is wrong. If I invoke greed, anger, wrong view, then it is wrong. If I seek pleasure, heavenly fortune, and joys, want to be heaven king, demon king, Brahma king, and the rest, then it is wrong. If I seek to stay in heaven, her awakened and long awakened states, then it is wrong. Subhuti, this great awakening, due to this observing and practicing comprehensive precepts, they will quickly fully achieve ultimate perfect enlightenment. Subhuti, this great awakening do not invoke anger to sentient beings. If they are slandered and insulted all the time, the hurt gets into the bones and the pain cannot even be described. They will never invoke one thought of anger. If they are beaten, stabbed, cut, chopped by swords and sticks, stones, and other stuff all the time, their bodies are in pieces, they will never invoke even one evil thought. Why? This great awakening observe every sound as value echoes, every form as form aggregates. I, for sentient beings, for benefiting sentient beings, should not invoke anger thought about this. Subhuti, this great awakening due to this observing and practicing comprehensive enduring will quickly, fully achieve ultimate perfect enlightenment.
你这边的身如鼓响啊，这个鼓响怎么解释的
？Valley echoes， 鼓响就是 echo。
这个鼓是很奇怪啊，它这个字有没有用错？
鼓应该是山谷的鼓，
应该是打鼓的鼓啊，是吧？
不是打鼓的鼓，是山谷，就是那个 valley， 就是回声。你在山里边，你一说啊，有回声嘛。
它这个鼓字，这个中文这个鼓字可能写错了，你要把它 把它做个 mark 好不好？去查一下，查一下原文，应该是山谷的谷是吧？
对，应该是山谷的谷。
我这边的
我这里都是
这个中文不太对，是吧？所以我们再顺便也校对一下。
15段 Subhuti, this great awakening for sentient beings diligently seek for good dharma to ultimate perfect enlightenment and never be slack and sluggish. Why this great awakening always think this way? If I'm slack and sluggish, then I cannot relieve those sentient beings from living, aging, sickness, and death. Also cannot obtain the ultimate perfect enlightenment. Subhuti, this great awakening for sentient beings practice outstanding thing. Ultimate perfect enlightenment, never invoke greed, anger, ignorance, and the rest dispersing minds. Why? This great awakening always think like this. If I invoke greed accompanying mind, anger accompanying mind, ignorance accompanying mind, and the rest dispersing minds, then I cannot benefit others and cannot obtain the ultimate perfect enlightenment.
Michael 师兄稍微等一下，那个谷，刚才那个谷是对的，我查了查那个康熙字典，这个谷同那个山谷的谷。
对，
一样。
你还是回到那个古文，保留它的原字吧，因为它是在古时候就它有3个意思，第一是俸禄，第二是同这个谷山谷的谷，第3个就是善良好的意思，它有3个意思。
好，那就保留吧。谢谢啊。就有些字我们要马上查一下，不查的话就产生误解。往下。
好。
17段了。
17段 Subhuti, this great awakening for the sentient beings, never be away from the profound comprehensive wisdom to perfect ultimate perfect enlightenment. They always practice diligently the mundane and the supramundane, wonderful and subtle, excellent wisdom. Why? This great awakening always think like this. If it is not comprehensive wisdom, then it will never be able to benefit others, also cannot obtain the ultimate perfect enlightenment. Subhuti, this great awakening, due to this observing and practicing comprehensive wisdom, will fully and quickly achieve ultimate perfect enlightenment. At that time, senior Subhuti asked the Buddha, what owner, if the non-differentiation phenomena of the 6 comprehensive practices are all subsumed by comprehensive wisdom, are achieved fully by practicing comprehensive wisdom, then they should be united into one comprehensive practice, which is the so-called comprehensive wisdom. Why do they say that the comprehensive wisdom to the comprehensive giving and the rest comprehensive practices is the proudest, the lead, the most senior, the most wonderful, the most subtle, the highest and unsurprised? Buddha said, Subhuti, it is, as you said. Comprehensive giving and the rest 6 comprehensive practices have no differentiation phenomenon. If there is no comprehensive wisdom, comprehensive giving and the rest 5 cannot be named as comprehensive practices. It needs comprehensive wisdom so that comprehensive giving and the rest 5 then can be named comprehensive practices. Because of the front 5 comprehensive practices are subsumed by comprehensive wisdom, there is only one comprehensive practice, which is so-called comprehensive wisdom. So all comprehensive practices have no differentiation phenomenon.
这个刚才第18段应合成一个波罗波罗蜜多，你这边想的是 they should be united into one comprehensive practice。用 unite 还是 combine 2个有区别吧？
combine 吧，
可能更清楚一点，是不是？
OK， find， 哎，对， 好，谢谢老师。第20段。Comprehensive giving and the rest 5 practices are the same, although there are various differences, but because they are subsumed by comprehensive wisdom and achieved fully by practicing comprehensive wisdom and rely on comprehensive wisdom, then they should enter into Buddha's all-knowing wisdom and are named arriving the other shore. So they are one kist phenomenon without any differences. It cannot be established that this is comprehensive giving, this is comprehensive precepts, wudu. Why? Subhuti, such 6 comprehensive practices all can enter into Buddha's all-knowing wisdom, can go to the other shore. Their phenomenon has no differences. Due to this course and condition, comprehensive giving and the rest comprehensive practices are the same. It has no differentiating phenomenon.
这个无差别相，它不是不分别，它是 non-difference， 不是不分别呀，是 non-difference， 这两个意思是不同的。
No difference phenomena, different.
还有那个标题也要改。
Different phenomena. 好，谢谢。22段和缘最胜 Senior Subhuti asked Buddha again, comprehensive practices and all Dharma, if by the real meaning, all has no differences, if this one is better and the other one is worse. By what condition we could say that the profound comprehensive wisdom to comprehensive giving and the rest comprehensive practice are the best, the lead, the most and honorable, the most wonderful and subtle and surpassing and unsurpassed. Buddha said, Subhuti, it is. As you said, if by the real meaning, comprehensive practice and the real and all Dharma has no differences of this one is better and the other one is worse, it is about following the worldly saying and functioning. Say that there is difference, that this one is better and that one is worse. It is established the comprehensive giving, establishes the comprehensive precepts will do for liberating those sentient beings and the worldly process of living, aging, sickness, and death. But sentient beings living, aging, sickness, and death are not real existing, but just false established. Why? Because there's no sentient beings, you should know that all Dharma is nothing. The profound comprehensive wisdom masters all that is nothing, but has the worldly usage of liberate sentient beings from living, aging, sickness, and death. Due to this, it is said that the profound comprehensive wisdom to comprehensive giving and the rest comprehensive practice is the best, most understanding. Buddha said, Subhuti, the comprehensive wisdom can subsume and together with all kind of Dharma, enter into and reside in Buddha's all-knowing wisdom peacefully by way of non-attaching. Buddha said, no, the profound comprehensive wisdom for all Dharma do not take or give. Why, Subhuti? All Dharma cannot be taken or given. Buddha said, Subhuti, the profound comprehensive wisdom for form do not take or give. For reception, conception, mind, motion, and consciousness do not take or give.
这个不可取不可舍 cannot be taken。那舍的话用 giving 就不太妥当了吧？
abundant.
Abundant.
他说一切法你不可以执着，也没有东西可以舍，就是不可舍。giving 没有很清楚。
taken or 舍嘛，舍 give up。abandon 也可以。
无取无舍。
取舍。
Not take or abandon。
舍。英文里没有一个舍。英文里只是扔掉、给予、不要。舍，没有这么一个词。就用 abandon 的吧。
先暂时相用，我们再看看。
Okay. Take or abandon. Buddha said, the profound comprehensive wisdom does not think about a form. As such, it does not take or give form. Abundant form. Does not think about reception, conception, mind, motion, and consciousness. As such, it does not take or abandon reception.
“这个 take 是不是执着的意思啊？
这个 take 是在我们翻这个第2篇那本是以不 take 为 giving。take 是 give comprehensive giving， 为了解释什么是 comprehensive giving， 就是不 take。所以呢，我觉得这个不 take 是指的这个，而这个舍呢是指的 comprehensive giving。所以我用的就是 take 和 giving 是一对儿。
想一下，再想一下，好不好？把它统一一下好了啊。
如果从 comprehensive giving 来讲呢，就是应该是 take 和 giving。
对，
这个用一个别的词就跟第2段的那个解释不相应。
是。
好，第30段。Buddha said, the profound comprehensive wisdom, to form it does not think all is phenomena, also does not think about all that it is conditioned. As such, it does not think form. To reception, conception, mind, motion, and consciousness, it does not think all is phenomena, also does not think that all that it is conditioned. As such, it does not think reception, conception, mind, motion, and consciousness. Senior Subhuti asked Buddha again, what owner, if great awakened, do not think, aggregates, fields, boundaries, how to grow seeded good rules? If not grow seeded good rules, how to perfect comprehensive practice? If not complete comprehensive practice, then how to obtain the Buddha's all-knowing wisdom? And one, great awakened do not think of form, also do not think of reception, conception, mind, motion, and consciousness. At that time, great awakened can grow seeded good rules. Because of the seeded good rules are growing, then it can be completed the comprehensive practice. And because of the completeness of the comprehensive practice, then it can be achieved Buddha's all-knowing wisdom. I, Subhuti, great awakened must not think about the form, neither think about reception, conception, mind, motion, and consciousness. Then they can completely carry on all great awakened practices, awakened to the ultimate perfect enlightenment. Buddha said, Subhuti, if great awakened think about the form, think about reception, conception, mind, motion, and consciousness, then it is attaching to desire realm, form and formless realms. If they are attached to the desire, form, and formless realm, then they cannot fully practice the comprehensive practices, then awaken to the ultimate perfect enlightenment. If great awakened do not think about form, do not think about reception, conception, mind, motion, and consciousness, then it is not attaching to desire realm, form, and formless realms. If they are not attached to the desire, form, and formless realms, then they can fully practice the comprehensive great awakened practice, then awaken to the perfect enlightenment. Because of this, Subhuti, if a great awakened want to practice great awakened practices, want to awaken to ultimate perfect enlightenment, must diligently practice and study the profound comprehensive wisdom, must not think attached to anything.
他这个稍等一下，前面这个我看了出现有好多染着诸法，它不是说 attach， 不是说你去主动的去 attach， 是不被诸法所染。这个染跟这个执着还不是太一样，当然一执着就被染了哈，但是染翻译成咱们前面定义的那些词里边，不染不净 defilement 是不是应该用这个词合适呢？
defile 是不好的，是一个名词。
动词啊。
动词。
啊，名词是 defilement， 被染、被污染的、被你不管是什么，它都是染，你就选哪个也可以。还有 contaminated 也是污染的，你选哪个染都可以，但是它不是一个 attach 是主动，就是主动去执着 attach to， 我们经常这么用。但是如果它是不被诸法染着，那么就
染和着吧，是不是？
对，染和着。染和着你
and attaching，
那不是，那 defile 它是应该在这儿，它应该是被动的，它被法染，那就是 attach。你要用主动的话，就是人 attach to， 然后呢、be defiled， 是不是这样
attached， 对
，OK。
好，谢谢。Senior Subhuti asked Buddha again, what honor if good awakened at diligently practice and study the profound comprehensive wisdom? Where should they reside? Buddha said, Subhuti, if great awakened diligently practice and study the profound comprehensive wisdom, they must not attach to form, nor attach to reception, conception, mind, motion, and consciousness. Do not say anything can be attached. Why, Subhuti? Great awakened do not say there's anything that can be attached to or residing peacefully. Subhuti, as such, great awakened by way of non-attaching, non-residing, practice the profound comprehensive wisdom. Also, Subhuti, if a great awakened think this way, if I can practice the comprehensive wisdom by way of non-attaching, non-residing, it is practicing comprehensive wisdom. If I can study the profound comprehensive wisdom by way of non-attaching, non-residing, it is studying comprehensive wisdom. I should practice comprehensive wisdom this way. I should study comprehensive wisdom this way. Subhuti, this great awakening, due to this thought, take and attach to the phenomena, away from comprehensive wisdom. If away from comprehensive wisdom, then away from 其他五度, also away from inner kun. Why Subhuti?
那个稍等，那个执着远离是什么意思？我没太看懂。执着远离呀、我看这一段啊，如是念取向执着远离，若远离，
执着远离，
应该是取向执着，
对，
都不如
Take
改成
and
取向
attach
取向执着，改成
取向 take and attach to phenomenon 远离波尔波罗蜜多，
取向执着就是远离，对吧？是这意思吧？
对，
你取向
取
执着了，
向执着，对，
你就是远
你就
离波尔波罗蜜多。
远离，
那
取向
你
执着和远离三种，
对，但是这样的话，你就应该给它统一成一种。你这个叫什么科判执着远离，好像有点儿，你看让别人以为执着啊，对你翻译成 attach then away 哈，啊那可以，但是这个汉字好像不太好，那就
取
这么着吧。
向执着，
对，取向执着，我觉得对。统一一下就这样，这个科判 attach then away 那样应该没问题。英文我觉得好理解，但是汉语不太好理解。OK 吧？
念了吗？47。Why Subhuti, the profound comprehensive wisdom does not attach any dharma. It is not that comprehensive wisdom has the attaching nature. Why Subhuti? Profound comprehensive wisdom even has no self-nature, which could be attached to anything. So Subhuti, this great awakening, when practice comprehensive wisdom, do not attach to anything, and the profound comprehensive wisdom. Also Subhuti, one great awakening practicing the comprehensive wisdom. Think like this. This is great wisdom. This is comprehensive wisdom. I practice comprehensive wisdom. Then it is pervasively practiced all Dharma real phenomena.
那个哦，对，算了，那个什么。
没有问题。Subhuti, this great awakening, due to think like this, then retrogress from comprehensive wisdom. If retrogress from comprehensive wisdom, then retrogress from 其他五度, also retrogress from inner kun. Why Subhuti, the profound comprehensive wisdom is the foundation of all seeds, white dharma. If retrogress from comprehensive wisdom, then it is retrogressed from all white dharma. Furthermore, Subhuti, if great awakening think this way, the profound comprehensive wisdom can universally subsume comprehensive giving, 其他五度, also subsume all Buddha's ultimate perfect enlightenment.
这个白法白法怎么翻的？
直翻的 white dharma 可以翻成 good
啊？
翻成 good 也行。
这个白字是好的是意思是吧？
对，翻成 good 吧 ，politically correct。没有问题吗，老师？
没有，就是说这个你用 good 可能比这个 white 要好。 更清楚一点。好，往下。
谢谢老师。53段 Also Subhuti, if great we can think this way, immersion in comprehensive wisdom, then will be acknowledged ultimate perfect enlightenment. Subhuti, if great we can think this way, then it is retrogressed from the profound comprehensive wisdom. If retrogressed from comprehensive wisdom, then they cannot be acknowledged ultimate perfect enlightenment. Why? Subhuti, it is not detached from comprehensive wisdom, can be acknowledged from ultimate perfect enlightenment. Furthermore, Subhuti, if great we can think this way, Buddha knows that all Buddha has no subsuming phenomenon, self-awakened to ultimate perfect enlightenment. After awakened to enlightenment, proclaim and demonstrate all Dharma, real phenomena for sentient beings. Subhuti, this great we can think this way, then it is retrogressing from the profound comprehensive wisdom. Why Subhuti? Thus coming for the Dharma is non-knowing, non-sensing, non-speaking, non-demonstrating. Why all Dharma, real phenomena, cannot be known and sensed, cannot be established. How could you say there is knowing and sensing and demonstrating all Dharma? If there's real knowing, sensing, demonstrating all Dharma, then nothing is right. Thereupon, Senior Subhuti asked Buddha, what owner, great awakened, practicing comprehensive wisdom, how to be away from such various mistakes? Buddha said, if great awakened, practicing comprehensive wisdom, think like this, all Dharma has nothing, cannot be taken. If Dharma is nothing and cannot be taken, then there's no equal awakening can be emerged. Also, there's no one could proclaim and demonstrate Dharma. If they practice like this, it is practicing comprehensive wisdom without mistake.这个61品不知道为什么出现一个等觉，等觉应该是在后边。等觉呀，现等觉者，等觉不应该是在61品出的，等觉是应该在74品，我记得是。
对，那已经到后面了。
对，不知道为什么这里面说个等觉。If great awakening attached to nothing and non-taken Dharma, then it is away from comprehensive wisdom. Why Subhuti? The profound comprehensive wisdom are not attached to and not subsumed anything. If there's attachment or subsume, then it is away from comprehensive wisdom. At that time, Senior Subhuti asked the Buddha, what owner comprehensive wisdom is away from comprehensive wisdom or not? Are away from 其他五度 or not? Buddha said, Subhuti, comprehensive wisdom is not away nor none away from comprehensive wisdom. That's why great awakening could invoke comprehensive wisdom without attaching. Why Subhuti? It is not attaching to self-nature, no detaching from self-nature that could immerse in or invoke self-nature. Next, Subhuti.
这个引发那个 invoke 是引发一些不好的事情，但是引发好一点的都是 arouse 引发，
差不多 arouse 也可以引发不好的，两个都差不多。
引发灵感、智慧，引发那什么，一般都是激发好的。invoke 也可以吗？可以激发好的吗？
可以，你可以用 trigger， 好不好
？trigger 还不如 invoke 呢。你还是回到你的 invoke 吧，因为 trigger 它也是引起不太好的，在我印象里。
都可以，是中性的。Next, Subhuti, when great awakening practice a profound comprehensive wisdom, they do not attach form, saying this form belongs to that they don't attach to reception, consumption, mind, motion, and consciousness either. 下面的文念 Subhuti, this great awakening do not attach to anything. Thus, they could invoke the comprehensive wisdom. They could also invoke the comprehensive silence observing. 其他五度 Why Subhuti? When this great awakening practicing the profound comprehensive wisdom, if they are attaching to anything, saying this is Dharma, it belongs to that, then they cannot invoke and peacefully immerse in outstanding virtues by their own wills.
这个是引发安住，你那个科判怎么做的是什么叫什么？我看一眼。
引发般若。
不是引发般若，不是这个那段，就是你刚念的那一段。刚念完的是哪一段？啊，执着不安，这个你又是跨了两段，把它合在一起了。我觉得这样不。你这个英文理解是看着是没问题的，因为汉语跟英文它是不同的，你就用一个词表示好不好呢？执着不安。
对，如果你执着的话，你就不安。
那也可以吧。
Not observing five aggregates. Next, Subhuti, when great awakening practice a profound comprehensive wisdom, they do not observe form, whether it's permanent or not, joyful or suffering, self or non-self, pure or not, silence or not, aware or not. Also do not observe 其他的四个。不观能引。Subhuti, this great awakening, since they do not observe such old dharma, then they could invoke 六度。Why Subhuti, when great awakening practicing the profound comprehensive wisdom, if they had observed old dharma, whether it is permanent or not, joyful or suffering, self or non-self, pure or not, silence or not, aware or not, then they could not invoke and immerse peacefully in the outstanding virtues by wills. Next, Subhuti, if great awakening practiced profound comprehensive wisdom, then it is practicing comprehensive silence observing. 其他五度 all will follow. Next, Subhuti, wherever the profound comprehensive wisdom is practiced, all comprehensive practices and the rest enlightenment methods will follow, all follow. Wherever the profound comprehensive wisdom is arrived, all comprehensive practices and the rest enlightenment methods all follow, till Buddha's all-knowing wisdom. Thereupon, Senior Subhuti asked the Buddha, what owner, what is great awakening Tao and non-Tao? Buddha said, Subhuti, these common people Tao are not great awakened Tao. Those great herd awakened Tao are not great awakened Tao. Those long awakened Tao are not great awakened Tao. Self-benefit and benefit others Tao is great awakened Tao. Buddha's all-knowing wisdom Tao is great awakened Tao. Not attaching to birth and death and nirvana Tao is great awakened Tao. Subhuti, these are great awakened Tao and non-Tao. Buddha said, Subhuti, it is, as you said, the profound comprehensive wisdom appears to the world for doing great things, which are demonstrate for great awakened Tao and non-Tao phenomena, make a great awakened know Tao and non-Tao, and quickly achieve the Buddha's all-knowing wisdom. Furthermore, Subhuti, the profound comprehensive wisdom appears to the world for doing great things, which are liberated countless, measureless, boundless sentient beings, make them obtain benefits, peace, and joys. Subhuti, the profound comprehensive wisdom, although it does such countless, measureless, boundless activities, it does attach to such things. Subhuti, the profound comprehensive wisdom, although it can show activities done by form, it does not attach to them. Although it can show activities done by reception, consumption, 其他事 it does not attach to them. Subhuti, The profound comprehensive wisdom lead the great awakening to go to ultimate perfect enlightenment and will surely not retrogress. So Buddhi, the profound comprehensive wisdom, although it could make great awakening away from hard awakening and long awakening stages and be close to ultimate perfect enlightenment, it does not invoke or extinct anything, as it is measured by Dharma about nature. Buddha said, Subhuti, great awakening practicing the profound comprehensive wisdom should practice the other wudu for sentient beings by conditioning of Buddha's all-knowing wisdom. Subhuti, this great awakening takes such good rules and share them equally with all sentient beings, and return virtues to ultimate perfect enlightenment. While returning virtues, be away from the three minds, which are who is returning, what is returning, return, where return to. Subhuti, this great awakening takes such good rules, return virtues to ultimate perfect enlightenment as such, then will quickly achieve fully the practiced 6 comprehensive practices. Also will quickly practice fully the practiced kindness, compassion, happiness, and equality. Due to this, will quickly
equanimity, EQUA，
对。Due to this, will quickly obtain the Buddha's all-knowing wisdom. Eventually, then sit on the wonderful enlightenment seat peacefully. Will not be away from such 6 comprehensive practices. Subhuti, if great awakening are not away from the 6 comprehensive practices, then it is not away from Buddha's all-knowing wisdom. So Subhuti, if great awakening want to quickly awaken to the ultimate perfect enlightenment, they must diligently study the 6 comprehensive practices. They must diligently practice the 6 comprehensive practices. At that moment, Senior Subhuti asked the Buddha, what honor, how great awakening can always be correspondent with the 6 comprehensive practices and never be away from each other? Buddha said, Subhuti, if great awakening can observe form as it is, which is not correspondent nor non-correspondent, can observe with 其他4个 as it is, which is not correspondent nor non-correspondent. This great awakening can be always correspondent with the 6 comprehensive practices and never be away from each other. Next, Subhuti, if great awakening always think like this, I should not attach to form, neither to 其他4蕴. Why? Form is neither can be attached, none being attached. 其他4蕴 are neither can be attached, nor none can being attached. Subhuti, this great awakening can always be correspondent with the 6 comprehensive practices and never be away from each other. 好了，我们这一堆讨论到这里。
这第一段对吧？你要不要休息一下，喝口水，还是我们出去一下就进来？
对，我们出一下进来。
好，
我去喝口水。
辛苦辛苦。
需要2分钟。